Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Johnny, and today we're going to have a discussion on the possibility of new mega evolutions for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, you may already know, mega evolutions was kind of really popular in the Pokemon games, and we adored them when they came out in the Kalos region, when they came out in Pokemon X and Y. So, these leaks kind of do have me hyped up for mega evolutions on Pokemon Sword and Shield, simply because of the reason that it might be quite a possibility, for the reasons that the region is set in a place that's actually located really close to Kalos. So believe it or not, the Galar region has to be really close to Kalos, for the reason that it is based on France, and then Galar region is based on the UK. So I think that it could be a possibility, simply because the locations are very close to each other, so it would only make sense that they have their own mega evolution variants for these regions. Not many people are gonna say no, 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 we're getting armored evolutions, which could be true, but it would be pretty interesting to see Game Freak if they actually add new mega evolutions, simply because why not? Why wouldn't they add new mega evolutions? It is something that would be pretty dope. And another reason why I was thinking about it, well, remember how Omega Ruby introduced some new mega evolutions, some primal evolutions or stuff like that? Why couldn't we know that the Diamond and Pearl remakes are going to be remade after this game? It's pretty logical. Anybody that thinks that the next remake game will be Diamond and Pearl, it's kind of confirmed almost at every point. Well, the cycle of Pokemon has always kind of confirmed these type of games being remade, and they're up next in the list for remakes after the Hoenn region. So maybe they're gonna want to transfer those mega evolutions over onto Diamond and Pearl in some way, because Diamond and Pearl literally has to introduce something from the new system, just kind of like Pokemon X and Y introduced mega evolutions, and they brought it over to the remakes of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Other than that, if mega evolutions aren't confirmed, then the possibility of this happening could be just that they have a new system of armored evolutions. If that's true, if armored evolutions are true, then they'll probably just have like their own region variants for the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. But I personally would like them to see mega evolutions in this game, simply because why not bring some new mega evolutions? I mean, they were really popular. Maybe Game Freak has heard the fans, and they will bring in the mega evolutions. And the mega evolutions that they were probably talking about in the leaked details that supposedly are not confirmed yet, but they were talking about having the starter Pokemon for Sinnoh, Fernet, Torterra, and Empoleon mega evolutions. That would kind of make sense if they do mega evolutions for those Pokemon because of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. But who knows if they would be included with Pokemon Sword and Shield? Maybe, it's a possibility. And they said that Charizard Z would be added. I mean, Charizard is definitely a really popular Pokemon, and I don't know, they always like doing stuff with Charizard in these Pokemon games. It is something that they always like doing with, even if it's Charizard is just getting the armored evolution and not a Charizard Z. Then they would probably just make it armored evolutions. So I'm very curious. Maybe new mega evolutions are not coming back, but it's only something that Game Freak should consider, simply because I mean, fans love the mega evolutions, and it would make sense for them to bring them back. So I'm curious what they're gonna do with the mega evolutions. I know we're gonna get probably all the old mega evolutions back that we got in the previous games, but I'm curious what they're gonna do with this game. Or maybe there's not mega evolutions and everything has to do with armored evolutions, and maybe the armored evolutions are just the Pokemon that are going to be there, and then they're going to be transferred over probably to Diamond and Pearl, and maybe make some variants over there with armors. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Pokemon is probably going to lose the way that they usually do stuff, because their patterns have been a little bit different over the past years. They haven't been traditionally the same since they released in the Pokemon Black. So Pokemon Black and White, they haven't released their pattern the same, even though Pokemon Black and White 2 is kind of like Pokemon Z or something like that. Or a Pokemon Emerald kind of. Well, I guess you could say Pokemon Black and White, but it's a different take, like a sequel. They haven't really stuck to the original pattern over the last games that came out. Even for Pokemon Sun and Moon, we weren't expecting a new region. We were expecting like Pokemon Z or something. So Pokemon has definitely changed the way they release games, and their stuff are really unpredictable at this point because new stuff and different stuff is coming out. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna make Diamond and Pearl remakes. I mean, it's just something that they have to do logically next. If they do it, it's people are waiting for this game and people are hyped up for Diamond and Pearl, just like how we were hyped up for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So let me know in the comment section, do you think new Mega Evolutions might be coming into the new Pokemon games? Let me know in the comment section, guys. And I hope you have a nice day. Make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and support the channel.